Hey everybody, my name is Jenny and today I wanted to talk to you about my acne.org experience. And as some of you may know, acne.org is this website that talks about curing your acne and treating your acne at home. And some of you may know that the owner of this website has his own product line which you can use, which you can purchase, but he also gives you a very good advice and a list of ingredients that you need to look for if you're gonna go and buy things on either online or at your local drugstore. So I read all his suggestions, and I actually even printed out the so-called checklist, and I took it to my local CVS, and then I also went to Target. The cool thing was that one of the products that is a face wash that contains 10% benzoyl peroxide that I'm using already was on sale at Target, so I got this guy, another one like this, and a little sample moisturizer for $4. And I've been using it for I think over definitely over a week and a half now. So what happens is twice a day you need to follow a special routine, and if you go on the website, you're going to see that the man who owns it, posted videos of how to actually properly do it. I'm sorry, there's a sun reflecting on my face, and that's actually distracting me. So I'm gonna be like a cat, trying to catch it. Anyways, just don't pay attention to it. So what you do is twice a day you wash your face, and some people, well, he suggests washing it in the shower in the morning and then washing it at sink at night. The thing is, I don't wash my hair every day, so this is actually my second day here. This is what it looks like, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So um, I sometimes use this in the shower, sometimes use it at the sink. Most of the times I do use it at the sink though. So what happens is you use this for in the morning instead of your face wash, and of course you need to make sure that you avoid the contact with your eye area because it's very sensitive. And another thing that he suggested, I've never heard before, is actually soaping this up, because what I used to do, I don't know if it's me who's stupid or what, but you're supposed to soap it up. What I used to do, I would just kind of open it and put some on my hand and then just kind of like rub it on my face, and you're not supposed to do that. You are supposed to put it in your palm and then soap it up, and this doesn't really soap up very well, so you still need to try and get as much like kind of foamy type of liquidy stuff out of it as you can, and then you put it on your face like very, very gently. This is another thing that I learned from him, is that you're supposed to be very, very gentle on your face, because I used to go like like rub it in, and and other kind of fun stuff. So this was actually a very good experience for me. So I learned to touch my face very gently with just the tips of my finger and so on. The other thing he says to do is, after you use the benzoyl peroxide face wash, you're supposed to use some benzoyl peroxide medication, and he suggests this Neutrogena on the spot acne treatment, and it has only 2.5% of benzoyl peroxide. If you go to any drugstore or like any big shopping thing, whatever, you're gonna find the same type of treatment from Clean&Clear and Claricel, and they will have 10% of benzoyl peroxide. The thing is, this doesn't dry out as much, and so he suggests this, and it actually says here on the tube that it has the strength of 10% benzoyl peroxide. Yeah, 10.5 benzoyl peroxide formula provides the effectiveness of a 10% benzoyl peroxide formula with less irritation, helps clear up acne fast while treating skin gently. I will tell you this. The guy who founded acne.org definitely knew what he was talking about, because he said that after you put on this, you need to put on a moisturizer, and if the moisturizer doesn't moisturize your skin, you put on more moisturizer. And this is what I found myself doing, because these two babies have actually dried up my skin, and benzoyl peroxide, it does have a bleach in it, so it will bleach your skin, and I've actually noticed my skin getting whiter and lighter, and I try not to put it in my hair because I know that sometimes it bleaches hair. And I've actually had friends, and like one of my girlfriends, she had this whole thing going in her bangs, like a single highlight, and everybody was like, what's going on? And she's like, well, I'm using Claricel. So Claricel was actually bleaching out her hair, so I try not to put it in my hair, and I wear one of those headband things that pulls my hair back and creates that barrier. So because if I want to get my hair done, if I want to get my hair highlighted, I'm gonna go to a salon. I'm not gonna put benzoyl peroxide in my hair. So God knows what it's gonna do. For those of you who are very, very concerned about benzoyl peroxide causing skin cancer or whatever, I'll tell you this. Read some articles, watch some videos from dermatologists. For the longest time ever, FDA was arguing whether it should be approved or not or whatnot, but basically use a lot of sunscreen, like a 25 on your face or even a 30, and keep on reapplying it, especially if you go outside, especially during the sunny days. And remember that you need to wear it in the fall, you need to wear it in the winter, because you never know when you're gonna get a sunburn on your face. So this is what I do after I put on the Neutrogena treatment. So it's actually a very, very small tube. It's only like 0.75 ounce, so it's like nothing, and I think I've used up most of it already, and hasn't even been 2 weeks. But I'll tell you this, afterwards apply moisturizer, and I have this one by Lumine, and I really like Lumine. I don't know, maybe because it's a Finnish brand and Finland is neighbors with Russia or whatever, but I don't know, I don't live in Russia anymore. And then I also have this guy. This is the sample that I got with my face wash, and it is a finishing pore perfecting moisturizer, oil-free, SPF 15 sunscreen. This, I mean, it's a good little tube and all that. It doesn't really, I mean, it doesn't perfect your pores. Obviously, it won't, because none of those things can perfect your pores or whatnot. And then the this moisturizer doesn't really moisturize as well as this guy, but you have to reapply. And I don't think this has any sunscreen in it, so you definitely need to put something over it. Yeah, there's no sunscreen on here. Anyways, I did notice, I'll tell you this, my breakouts did go away, and everything started, you know, getting better, and my cheeks have definitely cleared up, and you can still see some here, and then there's some on my chin area, which I've always had. And you know, sometimes you get those cystic acne, which are inside your earlobe, and those are really annoying, but what are you gonna do? They're in there. At least, you know, I can cover it up and nobody can see it. My husband was actually trying to, you know, get to it this morning, but it didn't work. Anyways, because it is just in too deep. It just feels like it's inside my ear. Like, I mean, I'm playing with it right now. It feels like it's a little, like a bead in there, and it's a pretty good sized bead. It's like, this, it feels this big. So like half a centimeter, like maybe even a little bit more. Anyways, my forehead is all nice and clean. My nose is all nice and clean. Chin, not so much. And I did start getting those white type of pimples. They're not whiteheads, because they're more like little bumps, and if you try and squeeze it, the gunk comes out. So I don't touch those, and I try to stay away. Another thing that I've noticed is, I think I've already mentioned it, is that my skin tone is getting lighter from benzoyl peroxide, and I do feel like the skins get more sensitive. So I think that this week I'm going to kind of like alter this treatment or whatnot, and I think that maybe next week I will get off of it and I'm going to use something else for a change. I just don't want my skin to get used to this medication, and I don't want to have to use it over and over and over again. So I did enjoy all the information that was given in acne.org, and it has a lot of good things to say about different products that are available out there that can treat your acne or help you moisturize, or, you know, do whatever. I mean, they also do different reviews on scrubs and masks and home remedies like apple cider vinegar and some vitamins. And another thing that I really suggest that you do is do an assessment test. There is a thing there that will help you, you know, check out what kind of acne do you have, and it will give you advice on what you should do and so on. So give it a shot, try it out, and I hope it works for you, because I can tell that it's definitely worked for me. And I've noticed that, like, the pimples are getting smaller, and I do get those big ones on my chin line every once in a while, and I got one the other day and I popped it. And remember, when you pop a pimple, like, once the blood or the clear liquid starts coming out, you gotta stop. And it was like half an hour before I went and washed my face before going to bed. So I washed my face, and then I applied Neutrogena on the spot, but I just applied it all over my face, and like how you pop a pimple and it usually leaves a bump. The bump was gone. I was like all smooth, and this was probably my number one thing because I really wanted my skin to be smooth, and it's been getting better. So, we'll see what happens in the nearest future. So I hope that this was helpful to somebody, to anybody, and have a great day, everyone. Bye.